Hello, hello, and good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Wow, July 11th. This year is flying by, and I wanted to just come on really, quick. I'm going to be going live a little bit more here on my profile page as well as in my groups. And the reason why is I want to talk to you all about the importance of, you know, how we take care of ourselves, whether it's how we speak over our lives, is how we speak about ourselves, is how we think about ourselves, our inner voice that no one else gets to hear, but we are constant chatter. How we take care of ourselves and the things that we feed ourselves, not only the food, the nutritional part of it, not only the hydration part of it, but what we feed our minds with. And part of that is what I want to talk to you about. What I found for myself in the how I was able to overcome a habit for me, which around self talk, which was a habit that I formed around self judgment and things that I would do. In fact, I used to be really, really super competitive when it came to sports, but not so much in a good way, because if I didn't do well, I almost felt like I was embarrassed, like to be a part of this, whatever it is that I was doing. Or I would feel really scared that people would judge me because I wasn't that good, right? And I have been really I wanted to share this with you. I'm so excited of the way that I have evolved. Like I've actually been able to anchor in this celebration moment for myself around a goal that I didn't even really know that I was looking for, that I was actually striving after. And that was around my judgment of myself when I would compete in a sports like arena. So my husband, he's like an avid golfer. He loves to golf. In fact, his favorite type of golfing is when he plays skins games with other people, when there's always like money involved. And I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I just said, I really want to get back into playing golf. I want to learn how to really play it because I hadn't played it for years. But I'd also knew that years ago, I was such a poor sport. So if I didn't do well with how I showed up, if I chunked the ball, if I hit it on the toe and it flew the wrong way, if it didn't go very far, if I took a swing and I missed altogether, I'd get so embarrassed. And I would really be really afraid, because especially if we were going to play and there were people that were that were lined up with us, all waiting to tee off, right? So they in some places that's how they would do it. And so there wasn't like really any of this gap of time, but it was like you were all there together waiting to tee off. And I got really super scared. And this was during a couple of tournaments that I had gone in with him. And I was just still learning. But what was so beautiful about these last few weeks, yes, I'm saying weeks, I recognized something about me that I didn't even realize was part of something that I had been done. It was actually the ripple effect of something that I've been doing. And that is, I was able to celebrate all of those moments when I would mess up, because there were moments I messed up. Sometimes I would be like, I would know exactly, feeling the swing of the club and feeling the club. And I would swing away and it would go straight and it would go far. And I was so proud of myself. And then there were those moments where I would chunk the ball, or I'd hit it on the heel, or I'd hit it on the toe. For those of you who are golfers, you understand what I'm talking about. Or there were a couple times where I took a swing and I missed. But I started to understand partly why those things were happening. But the most amazing thing out of these moments that I've been able to share with my husband is that I stopped judging myself. I was actually saying, good job, or you can do this, or you got this. And it's like, oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Better luck next time. I'll get it next time. I recognize what I've been doing. That's a huge, huge win for me. And I don't know if you can relate to this, but I know what it's like to be super competitive, but to the point where you judge, right? You're judging yourself. And especially because maybe you feel like you're embarrassed. Maybe you feel people are judging you. So you feel like even doubling down on that to say like, oh, you're right, I'm so bad at this, or I'm not good enough to do this. And that's how I used to be. So I feel like I've really evolved, and I'm really, really excited for that. So I wanted to share this with you. The reason why I feel like this has the reason why I believe, which I know actually, why I've been able to combat my own self-judgmental ways is because I have been practicing a self-love, journey for the past 5 years. Meaning, I have been on a self-development journey. I've been learning about myself. I've been like reading self-help books, the books that are meant to like really encourage, uplift, and support and inspire you, motivate you to do better. I've been really like surrounding myself with some amazing people who want the best for me and always are cheering me on. I surround myself with people who are good listeners. They know how to listen, to hear, to understand. They don't listen to just respond, because I think that is part of the reason why people don't communicate well, because all they're doing is listening to respond rather than really getting to the meat of what they're actually hearing. And so because I've been able to do this through this self-love journey, through this self-development journey, filling my cup, doing things to actually make me feel good about myself, learning to love meditation, and the form of meditation that I absolutely love, because I know some people can say, oh, I hate meditation because I can't quiet my mind. Yes, I understand that, because if you're just sitting there and there's nothing going on around, that's when your mind starts to wander. But you learn over time. It takes practice, right? It takes practice to become a habit. But I do practice that kind of meditation, but I also, one of my favorite ways is to find guided meditations that I listen to someone else guide me through a process, through my gratitude meditations, through my good energy meditations, through my releasing negative energy meditations, through all of encouragement, all of these types of meditations, and you can find them online. That's what's the beauty of having the internet. Just go to your YouTube and you can find just about anything that you're looking for. And so with that, being able to fill my cup daily, because I do this every single day, 365 days a year, it's been able to help me become a better version of myself, so that I no longer judge when those moments happen. I no longer judge myself, but I'm actually like, oh, okay, this is good. I can actually look at those things that happen in my life that maybe aren't going the way I hope they would. And instead of me judging myself, I can say, oh, okay, this isn't working. Let's take a closer look at this, and let's talk about it to myself, obviously, but let me look at it closer without putting judgment that something's bad, like criticism on myself. So it's the reason why I'm telling you this is I think when you empower yourself through a self-development journey, you will become a better version of you. You will find yourself less combative, less defensive, less judgmental and critical. And you will find yourself leaning into actually being happier, finding the joy in your life rather than looking at the negatives. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know it's just a little bit about me, something that I've found that's empowered me, and that's through self-love. And I wanted to share this with you because I'm excited, because I'm going to be actually running a self-love program starting in September. And it's going to be just for 30 days, but it's actually going to be a 30-day program that I have. And it's going to be really super affordable. And it's going to have a group, and we're going to have like these, community, so that we can support each other. But what I love about not only self-love is that when we can learn to love ourselves, the reflection looking back at us, that everything else doesn't matter, right? We no longer care about those superficial things anymore. And so that's why I think I was so excited to be able to share this with you, that I was able to overcome my own self-judgmental ways, because I was always judging myself about everything I would do. And when I learned that, you know what, that's just life, things happen, and I don't have to be so hard on myself, and I can just look at things and I can get back up, dust off my pants, get back at it, figure things out, and that I'm a human just like everyone else, and everyone makes mistakes and we can learn from them rather than beating ourselves up over it. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful feeling when you can do that for yourself. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope you're having a great start to your Monday. I hope that you had a great weekend and that you found time to like connect with the people in your life, and that you are now setting yourself up for a great week. And that's why I wanted to just come on and just share with you, some of the tools that I've used to help me move forward. So you'll see me on here more. And I look forward to talking to you guys again. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.